Retinol is considered the superhero of skincare ingredients. So if you have not incorporated retinol into your skincare routine, I mean in this 21st century, you're definitely missing out. But if you're using retinol and you're experiencing things like burning sensation, irritation of the skin, redness of your skin, you're still having hyperpigmentation, dark spot, dullness, in fact, your skin is not glowing the way you expected it to be, obviously you're doing something wrong. Because I tell you, retinol can transform your skin. I mean, retinol can give you that 360 change in your skin. I'm talking about brightening of the skin, smoothing your skin, even out that fine lines and wrinkles, give you that perfect texture you've always wanted, improve the appearance of your hyperpigmentation or your dark spot. You can achieve all of this if you use retinol the right way. That is why in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can use retinol step by step, the mistakes that are ruining your results, and how you can avoid damaging your skin barrier while using retinol. Trust me, you don't want to skip this video. Before we dive right into the video, if you have never seen this face before, you have never seen any video from me, hi girl, welcome to the channel. My name is Patience. I'm a registered nurse and a registered mental health nurse who is deeply passionate about skincare. And on this channel, I create video content on skincare, beauty, a sprinkle of mental health videos here and there, because I want you to stay grounded on how to care for your mental health. I'll always highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel because you have an amazing time here. So without so much talk, let's dive right into the video. Let's talk about what retinol is. Now, retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, and what it does is it increases skin cell turnover, it helps to regulate sebum production, and also help in collagen production. What this all means is it's going to help you with the production of oils, especially for those with oily, acne-prone skin. It's going to help you regulate the production of oils. It's going to help you make your skin bouncy and plump. That is what I mean by it helps with collagen production. So when you're using retinol, you kind of have that youthful, glowing bounce to your skin. It also helps with increased skin cell turnover. That means it gives opportunity for new skin cells to come up. So dead skin cells kind of shed off. When there are dead skin cells on your skin becomes dull, uneven, not radiant. So what this retinol is going to do is improve or increase the shedding of that dead skin cells, so new skin cells can come up, which are more radiant, more healthy, more bouncy, and more glowing. So this is what retinol does in general. And you can see that it is a multitasker. It is a powerful ingredient that you want to incorporate into your routine because it benefits, it's so enormous. Let's start with how to use your retinol. The first I'll tell you is start slow. Retinol is a very powerful active. You want to start with a very low percent, so you gradually build your way up to how your skin tolerates. There's a saying that says, slow and steady wins the race. In fact, in skincare, slow and steady wins the race. Honestly, the lower the concentration, the better to begin with. If you're starting with a low concentration, around 0.01% to 0.03%, you should use this once a week or 2 times a week. You can now gradually build your way up to 3 times a week, now depending on how your skin tolerates that dose. For me, I would say the max you should go for when it comes to using retinol is 0.2% to 1%. That is the max you should go for. You shouldn't go more than that. I'm talking about 0.2% to 1%. So I mean 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, you get what I mean, to 1%. So this is the mass you should go for. There's no need going to get a very high percentage that's going to irritate your skin. Slow and steady wins the race. Get product with this lower concentration, use consistently, be consistent with it, use it every now and then, and you're going to get the benefits of this retinol. And the particular product I'll recommend for you if you want to start slow is the CeraVe Retinol Resurfacing Serum. This is absolutely amazing for beginners. It has 3 essential ceramides, it has niacinamide, it has licorice root extract. It contains 0.3% of encapsulated retinol. That means it's like a slow release of retinol. It gradually releases that retinol into your skin. So if you are a beginner, you can use this. Absolutely, it is beautiful. It will irritate your skin and you're going to get the benefits of retinol while using this product. The magic is in the consistency. Don't get hung up on using high concentrations of retinol. Just get it into your skin and let it do the trick. The next one will be use your retinol at night. Retinol can be so sensitive. It is a major active, and using it during the day, you're gonna get more sensitized to the sun because of the light reflections, because of the ultraviolet rays. I'm talking of the sunlight. Okay, so use this at night just to be on the safer side. Please do not use your retinol in your AM routine. You'll be looking for trouble. At night is safer and a lot easier on the skin. Next would be use your retinol with a good moisturizer. You know, retinol has this drying effect. When I talk to you about what retinol is, you know, it kind of helps you regulate oil production. So it kind of dries your skin a bit. You want to use a very good moisturizer. I mean a moisturizer that has good moisturizing benefits, that has ingredients like ceramides, that has ingredients like hyaluronic acid, panthenol, glycerin, beta-glucan. These are ingredients that are going to, draw moisture into your skin, help you moisturize, and keep your skin hydrated while using retinol, so your skin doesn't feel dry or dehydrated while using this product. Please use a good moisturizer, and I'm going to recommend one for you if you don't have one already. Is the one from Anna. It has panthenol, it has hyaluronic acid. It is super amazing. I'm going to put a video of it here so you see it. It's super amazing. You can incorporate that while using your retinol. Use a good amount after your retinol. Apply reasonable amount of moisturizer over your retinol before you go to bed in your nighttime routine. The next would be use retinol with sun protection. I've probably said this countless times on this channel. The sun is the enemy. The sun is the enemy. Use sun protection. Use a good sunscreen. I'm talking of sunscreen that has broad spectrum. I'm talking of UVA, and UVB protection with PA+++++. I'm talking 4 pluses. I just want a good sunscreen that can really protect you from the direct sun rays. And in addition to that, you can skip going out when the sun is on its highest level. I'm talking about time between 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And if you leave Abuja at this time, Abuja is really hot. The sun is on fire. So you want to really protect your skin this period. And if you must go out, use your sunscreen, get a visor hat to protect yourself, wear protective clothing, use umbrella, just protect yourself as much as you can. Okay, if you do this, then you're going to get more benefits from retinol, because retinol is going to make your skin sensitized a whole lot. So exposing it to the sun is going to improve melanin production and you'll be getting darker. We don't want that. All right, so please use your retinol and protect yourself by using your sunscreen and other measures I already talked about in this video. Remember, the sun is going to accelerate your skin aging faster. The next would be remain consistent. Remain consistent. Stay consistent. In fact, consistency is the key to everything good in our lives. If you want to benefit from anything at all, you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key. So don't use it for like a month or two, you drop it. In fact, it takes 3 to 6 months of using active products before you start seeing changes from those products. So be patient with it and you're going to see the result of these skincare ingredients. It's amazing. I just don't know how to tell you again. It's an amazing ingredient. Just use it rightly and be consistent with it. The next would be remain patient. In fact, we live in a world right now, everyone wants instant gratification. You just want to use a product and the next morning you want to wake up to a glowing, beautiful face. I understand that. Please don't mind the noise. Don't mind the noise. There's something they're really working on in my area. The noise is just so disturbing. I tried to put this mic on my mouth. I hope this noise cancellation is working. But if it's not, please just bear with me in this video. So as I was saying, we live in a world with instant gratification. You just want to apply a skincare product on your face, wake up in the next morning and see that glowing, all your troubles, all your skin concerns are gone. I'm so sorry to tell you, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. Skincare is not magic. If you want magic, then you have to go for plastic surgeries. You can go for your facial reconstruction and all of that. Then you just go into the theater. In few hours time, your face is all, snatched and all of that. But if you want to get results when it comes to skincare products, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. Now let's get into mistakes you need to avoid with your retinol. Mistakes number one you need to avoid is using your retinol in the morning. Retinol should be used in your PM routine, not in the morning, because of the sun exposure, because of the sun rays, the light reflection, the ultraviolet rays is going to make your skin more sensitized. Your skin is already sensitized due to the retinol. Just imagine the new cells, the new skin that are coming up. You want to expose that fresh glowing skin to the sun. Remember, the sun will trigger your skin to produce more melanin, to fasting aging. Just imagine all of this happening to that fresh skin that are just coming up in your skin. Do you really want that? I don't think you want that. Okay, so please use your retinol in your PM routine. Avoid using it in your AM routine. So the next mistake you want to avoid is using your retinol alongside your exfoliant. I'm talking AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, or BHA, beta hydroxy acids. Okay, if you don't know what that means, I'm saying lactic acid, mandelic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid. Please do not use these two together. Okay, they are both actives and they both share dead skin cells. They are going to be too powerful for your skin to handle at the same time. All you're going to get is irritation, burning, damaged skin barrier. And honestly, I don't want that for you. So please do not use them in the same routine. Use them in separate routine. You can share them, like you can use your retinol Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Then you can use your exfoliant maybe once a week, because they are virtually doing almost the same thing. Okay? So that will be better for your skin. The next one is do not use your retinol while you're pregnant, just to be on the safer side. There's a research that retinol can cause some fetal defects. Okay, although there's no tangible research that was done on pregnant women. Of course, there's no pregnant woman that wants to use herself and her baby on that research. But just to be on the safer side, don't use it while you're pregnant. After the pregnancy, you can now incorporate it into your skincare routine. We don't want anything to happen to that little cutie in your tummy. Okay, so the fourth thing you want to avoid with the use of retinol is using too much. In fact, a pea size amount is just enough. It's just enough for your face and your neck. That's okay. I'm going to put a video so you see a pea size for your face and your neck, and that's fine. The fifth thing you need to also avoid is do not use your retinol while going for your in-clinic treatments. So if you're someone that does your in-clinic treatments, I'm talking microdermabrasion, hydrodermabrasion, microneedling, chemical peels, you don't want to use your retinol while you're going for these treatments. Okay, so you should stop the use of retinol 2 weeks before your treatment, because it's going to cause so much irritation to your skin. Just to be on the safer side, I just want us to glow this 2026. That's why I'm giving you all these tips. Please discontinue the use of your retinol 2 weeks before your in-clinic treatment. Okay, so you can get the best results from that. My sixth mistake to avoid is don't give up. Sis, do not give up. Oh, the goodness of retinol is not something you want to give up on. There's something I need to tell you. If you're a starter to this retinol, when you start using retinol for the very first time, you might see irritation, you might see redness, you might see tingling. These are actually normal because your skin is kind of purging at that time. If you can just give it a little bit of time, give it like a week or 2 weeks, then you start seeing the benefits gradually coming up. You start seeing that glowing. Your skin starts adjusting to this new active in your routine, because your skin is now kind of acclimated to the product. So you now start seeing the goodness in it. If you quit retinol, you are depriving your skin of so much goodness. You would have benefited from it. The last I'll be talking about is how to avoid damaging your skin barrier while using retinol. The thing you just need to do while using retinol is to use it slowly. I mean, when you start using retinol, start with once in a week. Please do not use retinol on a daily basis. Use retinol once a week and apply good moisturizer on top. This is all I have for you in this video. If you have any questions concerning retinol that I didn't mention in this video, please drop them in the comment section below and I'll answer them as always. I hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my very next video. Bye.